Have you watched Gang of Lagos? Hello, guys. This is Titi Speaks, and welcome to my channel again. I hope you guys are fine. Today I have a very nice movie that I want to share with you guys. I'm quite sure that most of you have watched the movie, and you guys have suggested it to me that we should review this particular movie. I think this is one of the movies that is putting Nigeria on the map. I'm talking about Gang of Lagos. Yes, Gang of Lagos. It was directed and produced by Jade Osiberu. Forgive me if I'm not mentioning the name right. And it was released this year in April 2023. And the reactions have been so amazing. So many interesting things to learn from the movie. And it gives us the portrayal of Nigeria. We know it's a fiction, yes, but we get to see what happens in Nigeria. And we are looking at how politicians treat their subordinates, especially when it's time for election. And so many things have happened in the movie. Yes. So today, I'm going to highlight about 5 iconic scenes that I find interesting in the movie. Yes. I would encourage you to watch it. And also, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment for me. What do you think about this movie? Yes, let me know. Okay. So, my very first interesting thing that I find in this movie is when Toby, Obasco, yes, that's his real name, Toby Bakri, when he was asked by Kazim to be the bodyguard of Tenny, I think that was where he came to the realization that, nah, this man is just using us. Because that was actually the first time that Kazim gave him a huge amount of money. So when he was even giving the money, he was like, what is it for? Who am I sending it to? Then Kazim said, it's yours, so keep it for yourself. Then he said, oh, this is too much. So you can imagine how this man was just manipulating and using these young boys and girls in Nigeria. You get it? So he took the money and then he went and then he started being the security of Tenny, which is Kazim's daughter. And guess what? When they moved to Tenny's apartment, it was just glory. On Banana Island, I think the apartment was so posh and very beautiful that when Obasco got there, he was even in his thoughts like, what is going on? Like, this girl is living her dream and I'm just here. And when they were very young, Obasco was very intelligent. Yes, it was said in the movie all throughout. His demeanor, everything shows that he's actually very intelligent. But he didn't get the opportunity to continue his education because of what? Funds. He wasn't having money. So this man took care of his daughter, and now you expect Obasco to become the bodyguard. Someone who actually loved the girl when they were very young and is still in love with her. So it's like you being the security to your girlfriend. So when one time Tenny had to go out, yes, she had to go shopping with Obasco. So Obasco had to drive her to one of the malls or shops like that. When they were coming back, that was when Obasco had to talk to Tenny like, you are living lavishly and we are here. Your father is just using us up and down. We are just running errands, killing people just for him to have a very peaceful election. Yes, so that he will have his way out. So that was when he came to the realization that, nah, This man is just using us. You get what I'm trying to say? Yes. Another very interesting scene that I find in the movie was when Ifeanyi was being killed. He was murdered, and then at that particular time, Obasco was having an affair with Tenny. Charlie, that was cold. Because if he was with Ifeanyi, he would not have been killed. Everything would have been fine, because we all know that Ifeanyi there, like he says, he only has mouth to talk. He doesn't have the mind to kill. And he did not even kill anyone, but the whole thing was planned by Kazim. So it was plotted so that he will be killed. So if Tenny and Obasco were not having an affair, Ifeanyi would not have been killed. And let's look at when Ifeanyi was laid, and then the mother was crying. That moment, I couldn't control myself, because you could feel it that she was very pained. She said that the Lord she serves will fight for her. So she was seeking vengeance for the son. So it was at that point that we all saw that, this man had just used the boy, and then his life was gone. You get what I'm trying to say? So it was even at this point that Obasco had to gather his gang. They should go and fight the other gang, London's gang, which is another very interesting thing I find in the movie. And when they went, Obalola was beaten. He was beaten. And when he was beaten, what happened? That was when he found the truth. That all this that has been happening is the cause of his own boss. You get it? So he had to rethink about everything. That no, my friend died not because he had to. He died because my boss asked that they should kill him. So he moved from there, and then what did he do? He went to think about the whole issue, and then he gathered people, and then they started from killing a Terrible, and Terrible had to tell them that no, look, even before you try to kill me, let me plead with this kind of confession. The whole issue is Kazim, your boss, is the one that killed your father. So for this that he said, that was when Obalola was like, no, it's just enough. It's just too much. So he had to kill Terrible, and then seek for vengeance, go and go and gather his gang again, and they had to come and fight Kazim. So the very last iconic scene is when they had to go to a London's funeral, and then when they went, no, that was when the whole thing happened. They fought and killed so many people, and then Obalola and Kazim had to fight. You see that place, it was just back and forth. And when Kazim pulled the gun on him, I was like, nah, how is this going to happen? Is this movie going to end with Obalola being killed? No, it's not supposed to be like that. But guess what? Gift comes in and kills Kazim. So I feel like the whole movie was very, very interesting. These are some of the things that I feel like, no, they were so appealing to the eye. Can we talk about how exceptional the movie has been, because they portrayed Lagos very, very realistic? I mean, what you see is just it looks like what is out there. It's not so fake. You see so many things. You see the markets, the club, you see the streets, everything is just chaos everywhere. I think it's quite realistic, because we are talking about politics, we are talking about election. Some of these things happen every day. Even let's forget about Nigeria. Bring it to Africa as a whole. When there is election, so many things happen. So I feel like the depiction of Lagos is quite realistic, yes. And then let's talk about how they use their native language. Charlie, they did well. I mean, it's one thing to have an interesting movie, and another thing to have an interesting movie with you using your native language. So I feel like they did a very good job. because they use their native language. And it's still interesting. We are still looking out for it. Yes, we managed the subtitles and we were able to understand the movie clearly. Yes. And I would say that the actors really played their roles very well. Yes, when you look at everything they did, yes, they did very, very well. The director also did a good job. Yes, because the movie came out perfect. But I would also like to add that some of the shootings that we saw, no, the light flares were quite there. They were a bit off, so it looks a bit fake. You get what I'm trying to say. But overall, it's better than all those Nigerian movies that we've been watching. Yes, it's far, far better. It's far, far ahead. Yes. And also, have you heard, have you been on Twitter? Because so many trolls are out there that the movie should be banned because it's a fake or a false depiction of the life in Nigeria or in Lagos in terms of what happens when there is election. They feel like it's too much hazard, too much danger out there, and then it's looking like Lagos there, the place, everything that happens there is shootings and fights and all those things. So they are saying that they should ban the movie. But personally, I feel like it's fiction. It's not real. That's what we know. It's a movie. So even if it was exaggerated, let's just take it like that. It's not bad. I mean, after all, these things happen during elections. Maybe not to that extent, but it's fiction. So we should just take it like that. So yes, I want you to watch Gang of Lagos because it's fire. You guys should go and watch it. Let me know your interesting things you find in the movie. Let me know in the comment section. And please share. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.